Hey y'all, one thing you might not know about me is that my parents and their friends were part of an award-winning competition barbecue team when I was growing up. So I decided it would make the perfect episode to recruit both of my parents to come and show y'all how barbecue is really done. Hey y'all. Obviously, the very first step in competition barbecue is lighting the smoker. We have lit some charcoal in a chimney and we're gonna wait about 10 minutes for that to light. Throw it in the firebox with some wood, which will light that. Wait about 30 to 40 minutes and then our meat is ready to go on the smoker. Smoker is good and hot, so now it's time to put the butts on.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, the meat is on the smoker, and so I have transitioned inside where the real magic happens. Like, don't tell Pitmaster Wayno. He would get his feelings hurt really bad. His barbecue is amazing, but consistently every time, the thing that is the most amazing is the Brunswick Stew. And it's not my recipe, it is my mama's recipe, so I brought her in to make the world famous Brunswick Stew. Welcome.
Thank you.
To Hey Y'all. Okay, so here's a little background on Brunswick Stew. Brunswick Stew, there is a debate. It either originated in Brunswick, Georgia, which is kind of close to where we're from, or some people say it originated in Brunswick County, Virginia. Now we because we're Georgia girls, like to say that it originated in Georgia, but those Virginians might tell you differently. Without further ado, we're just gonna get started. It is like dump and go.
It is.
I don't know the secret recipe, so that's why she's here to teach it to me. We have some onions that are kind of softened, but we're gonna continue to soften them. Let that heat up and then brown them. Yes? The next thing that I know is that we put in a can of tomatoes, petite diced.
Yes, they have to be small.
Whole can, juices and all. Listen to that sizzle.
And just give it a quick stir. Now, next is my secret ingredients. It is a pre-made Brunswick Stew base.
All right, I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Okay, so there you go.
We're gonna dump it in.
Dump it in.
Don't get too close on that.
We have to put in the rest of the vegetables. Cream corn, whole kernel corn, sweet peas.
Sweet peas, me too. Like, to me, Brunswick Stew is not Brunswick Stew unless it has peas in it. Like lima beans and butter beans, it's just a totally different like mouthfeel and texture, and I like the pop of these.
Me too. Some beef.
Beef.
Pork.
Pork. More beef. Chicken.
Here's some chicken.
Brunswick Stew is not like chili where it only has ground beef. It has all of the meats. Chicken, beef, pork, beef times 2, pork times 2. All of the things. And we're also waiting on the barbecue that is cooking outside. That is another thing about Brunswick Stew. You have to wait until your barbecue is all done to add these. So we already had the chicken cooked. We already had the brisket cooked.
I always start off with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then I go to my vinegar. Now, vinegar is the main tart ingredient. It's probably gonna need a little more, but I like to start off with just a little. And then, of course, every stew, sauce needs Worcestershire. I
think everything in life needs Worcestershire. Tell them the story about Brunswick Stew whenever you won first place.
The first time I won first place, I was so nervous. They were calling all the places, third somebody's name, second somebody's name, and I was like, oh man, this is not good. I about died when they said Butts Unlimited. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I didn't even know how to stand up and go get the plaque. The kicker of the evening was when they started awarding the meats, your daddy got nothing. He didn't place. And I was like, oh my gosh, but I used his meat in my stew. How did that happen?
It's that secret sauce.
I do put a 1/4 teaspoon, which doesn't sound like a lot, of cayenne. And to balance that out, I put twice as much packed brown sugar.
The science behind this. To balance out the cayenne, we put in twice as much brown sugar.
Well, you don't want it too spicy. And you know, a little sweetness goes a long way.
I like it.
And spicy. Now we're putting in our friend's homemade barbecue sauce.
Okay.
So he's one of our competitors.
Yeah, I know. So secret about the Brunswick stew is that it's award-winning because we're using the competitor's sauce. We're telling all of our secrets today.
And then last but not least, your daddy's
Okay, yeah, so we put the competitor's barbecue sauce in, but then we put Wayno's seasoning in it.
And unfortunately, it's on the market now, so anybody can get it.
Fortunately, we want people to buy that stuff.
I do, but then they are competing against me, and you know me, I gotta be first. That is looking good. I don't think it needs to be any soupier. We're gonna let that just all
because we've still got some butt we need to put in.
Yeah, and we have to look at it at the very end and see.
So we just let it go pretty much all day like you do the barbecue.
Yep.
That's it. Done.
Dump and go.
Love it. Okay, so now this is heating up on the stove. We're just gonna hang out outside, check the meat temperature, keep adding wood to it.
Yep.
Then wrap the butts and they just keep smoking. This keeps rocking and rolling the stove.
That's it.
That's a full day in the life of competition barbecue with Butts Unlimited team, the Odom fam.
That's right.
It has been about 3.5 hours and the butts have been on the smoker for that long. We heated up our grill for the ribs. So we cooked them for about 20-30 minutes just to get them some color, char them really good, get some good flavor. Wrap them at the same time we wrap the butts and leave those on the smoker for about 2 more hours.
Right. Helps keep the steam and make them moist. All right, we're good.
Okay, it is time to wrap the ribs.
Look at those.
Look at this.
That's pretty.
How'd I do?
You did pretty good.
That means not an A+, but like an A-.
Maybe a B+.
Ooh, that's bad.
Well, you did good. You just had to make sure it's good and tight and sealed. If not, it steams out and then you have dry ribs.
That it?
Close her up.
It's heavy.
You did good.
Okay, y'all, it has been a long day of smoking meats, and I'm ready to put a literal fork in it. So, if you like this episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. If you're watching on YouTube, click the bell so you never miss an episode of Hey Y'all. If you want to see more of Pitmaster Wayno, not Farmer Wayno, and Sabo, let me know in the comments. If you have some fun barbecuing memories, we would love to read about them. Tag us on Instagram at Ivy Odom and at Southern Living Mag. The end. Happy barbecuing.